Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to MIZEco Labs. I'm Mize, and today we are going to continue working on our industrial craft setup to move towards getting a quarry. To make a quarry, we are going to need to make some titanium. And to make titanium last time, we started with our industrial electrolyzer. And, oops, spider. We have successfully made two whole titanium dust. This actually took a little while in that industrial electrolyzer. I was able to make eight tiny piles of titanium to come up with these two regular dust piles. So now, how do I turn that dust into ingots? Well, I need an industrial blast furnace. And to make an industrial blast furnace, I will need to make some standard machine casings. The standard machine casings are not too hard to make. We're going to need some electronic circuits, machine frames, and refined iron. And I've chosen those just because right now those are the easiest ones for me to make. So let's get going on that. If I drop in my... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to need to make 34 of these actually to complete the machine. And that turns out to be 8.5 stacks because you get 4 standard machine casings each time you make one of these. So I'm going to make 9. I've got 9 machine frames here. And I'm going to put my refined iron in. And I'm going to get 36. There we go. Awesome. Now that we have our standard machine casings, we're going to need to make an industrial blast furnace block. To make the industrial blast furnace block, we're going to need 4 of these copper nickel heating coils. I'm not sure how to say that. To make a copper nickel heating coil, we are going to need a rolling machine. Rolling machines are pretty easy. Just takes 4 pistons, a crafting bench, and some iron in the corners. There we go, rolling machine. Now, the rolling machine is useful, but it's also not very smart. It will drain energy out of your system all day long and not care. So I usually put it someplace where I can disconnect it easily. So I'm going to put a redstone energy conduit on this when I'm ready to use it. For now, I'm just going to... well, actually, I think I can just hit it with a wrench and it'll change its output. Yeah, so you notice that it's slowly draining. So if you hook it up like this and you just set it, the redstone energy conduit to output, then it won't drain energy out of your system continuously when you're not using it. Next up, we're going to need to make some induction furnaces. And to make an induction furnace, we need an electric furnace and an advanced machine block. So I'm going to make all these things, get all the ingredients together, and then show you the end product. Alright, I'm ready to start making my copper nickel heating coils, but I'm going to need 4 of them, so I'm going to need to make 1 more. And just add my copper into my rolling machine, and off we go. And click on it again and make one more, so I'll have 6 of them. Great. Now I'm also going to need to make some advanced alloy. To make advanced alloy, I need to make mixed metal ingot, and to do that, I need refined iron, bronze, and tin in my rolling machine. So let's get some refined iron. I don't have any on me. Of course not. Okay, refined iron. bronze, and tin. There we go, mixed metal ingot. Now I'm going to go get some more of these ingredients because I want to make a stack of mixed metal ingots. I'll be right back. We now have a full stack of mixed metal ingots. I can take these over to my compressor now and make myself a full stack of advanced alloy, which is useful in many recipes. All done. Got a full stack of advanced alloy. Sweet. That will be very helpful. Let's stick this in the metals chest. I hate using up one for the sorting system, but I don't know. I'm so lazy. I love the sorting system being able to just sort absolutely everything. So let's put it in there. As you can see, it's already sorting many of the different uncommon ingots that we currently get. Yeah. Sorting machine is coming along nicely. As we create new items, I just add them to the list, and it sorts them accordingly. This is probably the greatest thing you can build in your base is a comprehensive sorting system. Let's go ahead and make the induction furnaces. So to make the induction furnace, we're going to need some advanced machine block, some electric furnaces, and copper. Great. There's 2 induction furnaces. Now if we come up here and we put our induction furnaces in, our 4 coils, 1 advanced machine block in the center, and 2 electronic circuits. Oh yeah, industrial blast furnace. Sweet. There it is. Whew. And notice all these crazy ingredients I've got. Well, I'm just going to get rid of them. I'll just dump them all in. Let the sorting machine figure it out. Now, the question is where to put this. It's a pretty big item, and I think I'm going to be forced to move some of this around, as beautiful as it looks. So let's see, where can we put it? I think just for now, we're just going to throw it right here. It's huge, and whatever. Or maybe over here would be better. Nah, we'll just put it here for now. Alright, so let's build this thing. It's not too hard. One thing that we're going to need is some lava. Oh, I forgot I can't put it there because these. Alright, change of plan. We'll put it over here. Right, so first we build the base. Then we put a layer with the center open. And at this point we should probably grab some buckets, because we need to put lava in the center. Do I have any buckets laying around? No. So let's just make a couple buckets. It doesn't take too long. Okay. And I just happen to have a humongous tank of lava here. So we'll just fill up my buckets. I forgot, you got to put them in here. There we go. 2 buckets of lava. And place 1 in there. Add another layer. Another bucket of lava. And then cap it off. And the last is to place the controlling block. You can put it on any side you want, but it has to be in the middle. So I'm going to put it, I guess I'm going to put it here. It's getting cramped in here. Alright, so I'm going to run some cable to this and probably move some of this around, and I'll be right back. Yeah, so this is not the prettiest design I've ever come up with, um, but I didn't feel like moving my industrial blast furnace, and so this is the best I can come up with on short notice. I've also got stuff running underneath the ground here, so I can't hide all the wires at this point. That's okay. These machines are not going to be staying here. They will be moved to the third floor eventually. So I have. Oh, and I should also go over how I move these machines. I made myself an electric wrench. It's very important to use an electric wrench whenever you're moving any expensive industrial craft equipment. To use the electric wrench correctly, you're going to want to have it in looseless mode. To do that, you're going to want to hold down your mode key and right mouse click, and you'll see that looseless wrench mode is now disabled, or I can enable it. You're going to want to leave your wrench enabled so that when you do go and move something, it doesn't turn into its machine parts or individual ingredients. You'll get really upset if you go to move any of these expensive machines with a wrench, and you lose all that time and energy you put into it. I use looseless wrench mode on almost all my machines because I don't want to have any chance of them falling apart on me. Industrial craft is just like that. You got to be very careful. The other thing you got to be very careful of is your power requirements. Both the industrial electrolyzer and the industrial blast furnace can use 128 per tick. However, the compressor and my extractor here need 32. So what did I do? I put a transformer in between, a low voltage transformer, and that steps the 128 down to 32 per tick. So now that I've got everything hooked up, let's finally. Oh, let me get rid of my wrench. It's very important to not have your wrench in your inventory, so when you're going to click on something, you don't accidentally, disable your block. So look what I've got. I've got my titanium dust. I'm ready to go. So let's go ahead and cook it. All right, there we go. Two titanium ingots. So now that I've got my ingots, I think it's finally time to make a quarry. First up, let's make our mining drill. We have our steel, we've got our electric circuit, and our RE battery. Mining drill. Awesome. Next, we need to make it into an advanced drill, and that's where the titanium comes in. Or not an advanced drill, just a diamond drill. The advanced drill is after this, but we don't need it for the quarry. Now, we have to put it in here with our diamond gears, our gold gears, our advanced circuit, and finally, we have a quarry. Oh yeah, our first quarry. That is some great news. So what are we going to do with this quarry? Well, we're going to start quarrying, of course. I need to pick a location. I need to get together some other ingredients, like some landmarks, and we should get an ender chest ready. And we also need to think about how we're going to power it. So I'm going to get all that together and go pick a spot, and we'll start laying out the quarry. Hey guys, alright, so I am pretty far away from the base at this point. The lab is quite a ways east of here, and I have found myself a nice big mountainous desert, so I'm going to set up the quarry here. I was looking for extreme hills, but I wasn't able to find it. So the way I do a quarry is I like to make it as big as I can, but I also like to be a little lazy about it. So what I usually use is my turtle to lay it out. So if I just put the turtle down here and give him some coal coke, that always helps. Doesn't need a whole lot for this. So I'm going to tell him to go forward 63. And off he goes. Great. And while he's doing that, I'm going to get my quarry out, and my ender chest, and my energy tesseract, and my landmarks, and my redstone torch. Everything you would need to set up a quarry. So if I put my landmark here, and I give it a redstone signal, it'll show us exactly how far we can go before we've reached the limit. And if I fly over to where my turtle is, you'll notice that it's exactly where it should be. Now, why did I use the turtle? Well, because I'm out in the middle of space here, and it's really hard to get a block out here without making a big, a big pole, or you got to tower up or whatever. So, but I can just fly up and place the block right on my turtle. I can put my landmark here, and if I just build a little bit further away and kill the block in between, I can access the turtle. So I'm going to bring him forward 1 and up 3. And now he's right in front of me, and I can pull the coal coke out, grab Mr. Turtle. Sweet. That's not a Mr. This is Kate. It's a girl turtle, right? Anyway, let's bring him over here. And plop him down right here. Okay, I'm going to turn him around, and he's going to go forward 62 because he's now forward 1. And just let it do its thing. It's going to run out there. While he's going, I'm going to set up a little platform here. I'll be putting my portal right there. Alright, so this turtle is now out here. And to place a block on a turtle, you just have to hold your shift key, your sneak. Alright, I'm just going to do the same maneuver again. Access my turtle, turn him around. Sweet. Okay, so now I have landmarks set and ready to go. So I'm going to fly over to this corner, and I can get rid of my redstone torch and just click on the landmark. What did I do wrong? Oh, I see the issue. This one's 1 higher than it should be. No problem. Move that landmark to where it should be. And I'm just going to get rid of this landmark, replace it. There we go. Now we've got our quarry laid out. So now I can take my quarry block, place it down. Just always make sure you place your quarry outside of the square, or else the quarry will actually eat itself. Now, it says there that the quarry is going to keep these chunks loaded, and it's not showing the where the quarry is going to be built. That's a just a visual error. I can fix that by relogging, so I'm going to do that right now. So there we go. Now we can see where the quarry is going to be built. So now I can drop down my ender chest right on top and my energy tesseract to the right or the left or wherever it'll fit. I'm going to put it on my Quarry 1 channel, which I have some engines set up back at base, and turn it on. Interesting, I don't seem to be getting anything. Alright, well, let's figure out what's going on. Let's drop a portal down and go back to the base. Oh, there's the problem. My energy cell is set to a max output of 0 MJ per tick. That'll do it every time. So we're going to give it just 5 MJ per tick to start it out. Let's see how it does. Let's go back and check on the quarry. There we go. Little robots flying around and making our quarry. Awesome. Once this thing is done, it's going to start sending items directly into our ender chest, which our base will then, the sorting system will suck it up and start sorting it and smelting and doing everything automatically. Very cool. Timer. Sweet. Just throw the timer here. As you can see, I have set up a recycling system. It's pretty tiny. This is not the, again, this is a temporary solution. It's going to be much more robust, and some of the parts are going to change when it gets to its permanent location on the third floor. However, it is working pretty well right now. I have 2 recyclers with overclockers in them. They're going at a pretty good clip. If you have 1 overclocker in your recycler, it will use about the same amount of power, but it goes much faster. I have an input ender chest of, labeled to black, green, white, and I'll show you where its corresponding ender chest is in a moment. But let's see here. So every once in a while I'm going to get a piece of scrap, and if I do, this filter will pull it out and send it back to the sorting system. Nice thing about using ender chests for input and output means that this device can be put anywhere in your base. So let's see here. Over here, this sorting machine is sending gravel, dirt, and cobble to green. And if we go down below into the crawl space, we see that here's a green labeled cobble. It comes over here, goes up the green pipe and into the recycling chest. Pretty simple. Again, that recycler is going to be moved, and its design will change slightly. Like this filter here will become a sorting machine, which is much more efficient and faster. But I don't feel like running blue electric power to this right now, and this is a fine temporary solution. Awesome. So our quarry is running great. It's looking really good. Things are moving along. I'm really happy that we have a quarry running now. Let's go take a look at how much it's dug through, because we've already got a lot coming in to the base every day. Look at that. It's really starting to eat through it. This is great. Got a lot of sand. I made a whole bunch of glass from the sand that came in. Fantastic. Wonderful. Don't get me wrong, I love my turtles, but this thing's amazing. Now you'll notice it's running extremely slow right now. That's because I have it running off of two magmatic engines, which don't put out much. They only put out 0.4 MJ per tick. So it's not even 1 MJ per tick that this thing's running on right now. Last night I had it running on 10 MJ per tick by hooking it up to my industrial craft machines using a energy transfer. But it was running so fast that it just overwhelmed my storage system. And when I mean overwhelmed, I mean like I came in and this was filled with sand. So I had to open up a few more barrels back here. These are all full. These are all full barrels. I mean, in one night, we got a ton of sand. Like, there's another full barrel of sand. 5 stacks in there. Got a bunch of dirt. I mean, before, all of these were open and ready to accept new items. But now, I mean, I've almost filled this whole wall with cobble, dirt, and other useless items. I mean, everything has its place, but man, I think I got enough cobble, huh? What do you think? So yeah, the recycling machine is going to help me deal with this ridiculous surplus of materials, and we'll get some scrap out of it. And down the line, we'll be using that scrap for a number of things. First of all, we want to use it for powering our matter fabricator. Well, not powering, but helping it create UU matter faster. We're also going to use the scrap in a little machine that makes scrap packets and unpackages them automatically to get all kinds of interesting goodies that they're kind of random, and that's what makes it really fun. Is it's you have a chance of getting all kinds of interesting things. So that's down the line. That's something to look forward to. And I think at this point, I'm going to need to call it a day. Yep, I just checked the time, and this episode has run long enough. So, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe. I need the support. I need you guys. Let me know that I'm doing okay. And thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.